Ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee Titans have fired Mike Vrabel as their head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Vrabel led the Tennessee to 4 consecutive winning seasons after arriving in 2018, but the Titans have experienced back-to-back frustrating seasons, finishing multiple games under 500 both times. Remember, they were up 3 scores against the Chiefs in the playoffs whenever the miraculous run of the Kansas City Chiefs really began. They turn it on, they come back, they win. King Henry then gets a 2-year, $40 million deal because he's the one that led their team there. Tannehill was quarterback over Marcus Mariota. He was hot. They were doing it. Then all of a sudden, kind of cooled off. Now, is that because the AFC South got so damn dominant potentially? Is that because Ryan Tannehill maybe found his level after some certain things happened? Is it maybe because they had to lose some guys in key spots that they didn't play as good a football? I don't think anybody on earth thinks that Mike Vrabel's a bad coach, but I do know that Schefter told us yesterday that Vrabel was not in on the hiring of the new GM that took place about a year ago. So the new GM will be able to get the head coach that he's been looking for, and hopefully Vrabel will be able to get to a place that he...
Woo! Yes! It's the greatest day of my life! God!
They fired him, too.
Fired him. They didn't part ways.
Idiots.
They fired my Ohio guy, Mike Vrabel, a Super Bowl champion, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Mike Vrabel.
Firing means you got to pay him.
Yeah, you do.
Idiots. you don't fire Mike Vrabel.
Yes.
So here's the reason why that mulleted psycho is so happy right now.
We're back.
Because there's a lot of conversations around New England. What's Bill Belichick going to do? Is he going to move on? Is he going to stay? There's actually been momentum on both sides. As of late, Bill Belichick staying has been the convo. But I just watched a documentary series preview about the dynasty. That sure feels like probably the end of Bill Belichick in New England potentially being announced on Apple. Now, whatever the case, Boston Connor's pumped because Vrabes, who obviously has close connections with that New England Patriots organization.
Yeah, he does that. In close connections, I think, is an understatement.
He's in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
He's in the Hall of Fame up there. And you, right now, seemingly are 6 to midnight about the thought of, a guy who gets New England Patriots football is potentially available.
Not just a guy who gets New England Patriots football. A guy who just...
If Bill leads.
I mean, this morning, we are flying back, and I am saying Bill's staying. It's done. They met once, Bill and Bob. There's a chance McDaniels is coming back. Bill is staying. That was the conversation around the Patriots yesterday. I mean, I'm happier than a pig in shit. I get Bill Belichick coming back. I get Mike Mother Vrabel, who from Ohio.
That was good.
The
guy
who, you see who this is right here? You see who this guy is? This is Ty Law, okay? All-pro, Hall of Fame corner.
With the Foxborough Police badge.
Foxborough Police right there. But one of the best police forces in the goddamn country.
Yinzer.
Hell yeah.
This is a Super Bowl. I don't know if you know what, funny enough.
Not the cop, Ty Law.
Let me turn this around. You see what that score says back there?
Wow.
No.
32. Well,
if that's not an omen, I don't know.
Oh, no, I dropped the helmet.
Well, you think that's if that's an omen? Hold on, let me just grab that shirt real quick.
Who drafted Mike Vrabel?
That's right. There's another organization.
That's a Bill Belichick shirt. So if anything, the shirt falling, maybe that's the omen. But back to the bobblehead, which still bobbles. 32-29 right there against Carolina. Yeah. Okay. You know who scored 6 of those points against Carolina?
Who's that?
The Ohio folk, Mike Vrabel. So, yeah, I hope this year is fun, boys. I hope this year and last year is fun. I hope you enjoyed the league not being New England's. I hope you enjoyed what it was like to see other teams go on and win. Kansas City, I hope you enjoyed your 4-year dynasty because it's done, baby. Mike Vrabel's coming home. He might wear...
Okay, so you're out on Bill.
I'm not out on Bill. Bill might... I'm not out on Bill. Home. He is coming home. Guess what? There's been a lot of talk about Bill relinquishing GM duties. Ooh. What if he goes full-time GM? What if he says, you know what?
Vrabes can coach. I have respect for him.
I love Mike Vrabel. He's been through the ringer. He's one of my guys. I drafted him. He packs dips, cigs, jewels, probably some of Luke Littler's vapes, if I had to guess. I mean, I'm not kidding. I came into today like, this is going to be a good show. This is going to be slap happy. This is going to be fun. Just like last week after the Rose Bowl, this is a new level. This isn't.
How about them firing him? That's wild to me.
Crazy.
Yeah, get a chip on his shoulder. Come on, get a chip on your shoulder, Mike, and come back home.
Yeah, it's like I think everybody in football feels like Mike Vrabel is a good coach.
Wow. Yeah.
I think in college, everybody in Ohio right now, state of Ohio, is like, what happened in the Cotton Bowl Classic? Have we beat Michigan in a while? Oh, they're the national champions. We're just a little brother down here, Team South. Vrabel needs to come coach Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, probably.
There's people in Ohio saying that. Ryan Day, we are fans of. I'm just speaking about reality and just how this goes. There's going to be a lot of humans in a lot of cities that have football teams that are going to be like, thank you, Tennessee Titans, for not only paying him, but also just giving him the opportunity to talk to him. It's not like a trade or
No.
Go do whatever the hell you want for the next however long you want. And Tone Diggs is over there jacked up as well.
Well, to quote the great Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Okay?
Well,
if Mike Tomlin's thinking about stepping away,
which Glazer reported.
Shefty said it's going around some NFL circles, why not bring Vrabel home to where he started? And he's Bill Cowher reincarnated. Okay? That's who he is.
Where he's
Listen, this is two different. Do you see that? One of these teams is in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Pittsburgh Steelers are in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be saying it if Glazer and Shefty didn't put ideas in my head.
That's two towns right there.
True.
Well,
That's two towns talking about Vrabel. Now, they don't know if either of those jobs are going to be available.
different situation.
Yeah, obviously.
Yep.
Bill might stay. We have no idea. That might end up happening. If it does, who knows? Tomlin might coach for another 100 years, which we all assume, but Jake
That'd be
Glazer
awesome.
and Tomlin are very tight. They're not. How about like Tepper? Tepper has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Second wealthiest owner in all of sports. He's been waiting for an alpha, I think, to tell him to shut up and stop talking to me about football. You just go worry about your own thing. On Mondays, Vrabel would seemingly be that particular character. He's going to be highly sought after, D, but this is not normal. I did not expect this on this particular
I
Tuesday.
didn't expect to fire him. Maybe mutually partner ways. Did not expect to fire him because, like you said, we all know he's a good football coach. But we mentioned it, I believe, yesterday when Shefty was on the show. When Andy Reid, he was in Philly for a long time. Schottenheimer, he got fired. Sometimes you just need to turn the page. You got a new quarterback, Will Levis. You saw Derrick Henry kind of say his farewell to the team. Already moved on from Tannehill. You got a fairly new GM in there, so now he's going to get his head coach, get a fresh voice in there. So I guess I understand it from that standpoint. Still surprised by the firing, but he will be. Especially if Harbaugh's not available in NFL ranks, I think Vrabel will probably be in that top slot.
I mean, everyone just needs to shut up, okay? What did you say? There's a chance that maybe he wanted GM. Guess what, Coach, excuse me. Come to New England. You can hire your own GM. We don't care, okay? Bob Kraft, you were just sitting next to him. I assume there's a couple leanovers like, what do you think about coming home? What do you think about hiring your own GM? What do you think about hiring your own?
That's tampering. That's crazy.
That
would be a
That's not tampering. That's not tampering. That's not tampering.
England would do
That's
that.
not tampering.
What are you
wouldn't do
John
that.
Bon Jovi?
That's not tampering. That's two friends just chatting. That's not tampering.
That's certainly. I think Tennessee's even saying you put that red jacket on in the middle of the season for another AFC thing.
Oh, well, boo-hoo, Tennessee. You're a poverty franchise. Sorry, Mike Vrabel. Yeah, sorry about it. You are, okay? You are. You guys suck. That's the reality of the situation. Maybe in 8 years when your stadium's finished, the new one, because the one that you play in now is a dump, maybe then someone will want to go and coach there, and maybe then you'll win. And yeah, sure. Tennessee's got their new quarterback in Will Levis. I bet they do. And I bet Tennessee feels that way as well. But what do the Patriots have? They have a top 3 pick in this draft. Hey,
and 100 and what?
And 120, 110, 115 mil once cap space gets kind of gets changed, and also once a few players who are currently in the building probably end up leaving. It doesn't matter. Why are we even talking about the players right now? We should only be talking about Mike Vrabel, coach of the New England Patriots, if Bill Belichick leaves. But from what it seems like, Mike Reese did report at this time. Feels like it's a Hail Mary for Bill Belichick to be coming back to New England. So book it. I'm ordering my Mike Vrabel. What does he wear? You know what?
He wears that vest.
Yeah, he wears. I'm gonna order a Mike Vrabel.
No, you got to order 2 logs.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're not
cartons.
if you're not ripping
cigarettes.
cigs, if you're not ripping cigs by the end of the show, are you even a Vrabel fan?
Tick, go get Sigs right now. Tick is also a Patriots fan. He will
His
smoke
name is
cigs.
Talk.
No, that changed this weekend.
Yeah. He had a lot of tick moves this weekend. He pooped in a private plane, first time he's ever rode in one of those. He also, funny enough, fell asleep in a private plane. Like
doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Let me
Who
dump
cares?
in this place.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sleep here. Thanks for giving me a transportation.
Yeah, that doesn't
He
matter.
insulted a godfather of college football.
he
did.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, the king. Yeah, exactly.
was
Classic tick. That's tick, but it doesn't matter. Nothing matters right now. I feel so bad for you guys.
Well, listen, we got Shane Steichen, so we're A-okay.
Oh, yeah.
Seemingly, the Titans are now staring down an actual rebuild.
Yeah.
Stadium,
Culture, stadium, roster.
Literally everything.
Yes.
Which is great news for us, but then I'm reminded quickly that C.J. Stroud is still the quarterback for Houston.
Yeah.
Which
Don't
is
matter.
not fun.